What's up guys, Penguin CJP here, and we are reviewing Splatoon Volume 3. Ink still fresh from their victories against the S4. Team Blue's Inklings find themselves in even more trouble. Goggles and Ryder must stop an evil subterranean plot, and a new Inkling joins the team. That's actually very misleading. New weapons, new foes, and new friends enter the Splat field as Team Blue prepares for its toughest challenge yet in the Square King Cup. So, from the last issue, there was a cliffhanger where Captain Cuttlefish was watching Goggles, and then it continues where Ryder goes up to Goggles, and then they go into the drain pipe where they meet Captain Cuttlefish, who's like, hey, there's evil Octarians that are trying to take over and take the Zapfish, so I need your help. So then Goggles becomes Agent 3, and Ryder becomes Agent 3.5, which is actually kind of funny because, they can't call him Agent 4 because that's in Splatoon 2, which I don't know if they'll do a Splatoon 2 story mode. They might, who knows. And also because he kind of puts Goggles on a higher standard than Ryder, which is kind of funny. So the actual story mode adaptation, it's okay. They fight some Octolings, which, were only Octoling girls, so, yeah, they fought some Octolings, and then they had to fight the first boss. I can't remember his name. Big old Blockface. That's what I'm gonna call him. So they beat him, and then they get to DJ Octavio, and I do kind of like this battle a little more than the in-game battle, and the reason being because Callie and Marie actually do something. So, just for reference sake, that's Captain Cuttlefish, and these are Agents 1 and 2, and if you can't tell, it's Callie and Marie. And in-game, you fight the final boss, first phase, and then they start singing Calamari Incantation, which is a freaking amazing song, and I love it, and everybody loves it. And it's probably going to be what's playing in the background of this video, actually. And, but in this manga, or in the manga, they actually fight with Goggles and Ryder, which I think is really cool. So, then that arc's over. Not bad. You can't really do much with the Splatoon story mode, to be honest, because a good bit, and by a good bit I mean like 95% of it is the levels. But they did their best, and then we start the Splatoon 2 era. You see, they're gonna have a battle with Team Green, and one of Team Green's members couldn't make it. So then this guy, Gloves, is like, hey, I can fill in that spot for you. And also Goggles forgot his splatter shot, and Gloves just happened to have one on hand. So he gave that to Goggles, and then they had a fight, and he has splat dualies, he's got new sub-weapons, he's got a new special weapon that none of them have seen, and they can't combat him, they don't know how. And I really do like that aspect, because first off, they make a comment about his hair because it's different, and then I feel like this is a great way to introduce old Splatoon to new Splatoon. It's like, yeah, you guys are old and you're good, but I'm new and I got all this new crap. But you know, they do end up beating him. I'm not going to spoil how, because this is one of my favorite fights in the manga so far, because I just find it really cool. So, yeah. So, really cool fight. I really like it. I do like Gloves as a character, too. And then after that, they go to Inkopolis Square, which is where Gloves is from, where they're having the Square King Cup, and they have to go into, get past the preliminary round, which they do. So, yeah. Overall, the story mode arc was, it was alright, you know. They did what they could. Senkichi, he did what he could. So, I can respect him for that. But the Battle with Gloves is just, it's great. It is reason enough to own this volume. So, we'll just skim through here. Yeah, so there's Gloves with Agent 3. And is there a good picture of Ryder in here? Is Agent 3.5? Yeah, I also like how Ryder has like the ear covers just on his neck, which helps separate them. So I do really like that. So yeah, and they also have a cliffhanger at the very end that shows the silhouette of the grand champion of the Square King Cup, whose name is Emperor. So yeah, this volume's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm not sure if I'd say it's better than volume 1 or 2. It's definitely really good. So, who knows? I might rank it a little bit above, because Story Mode Arc is decent and it's different, and then the Battle with Gloves is just amazing. So anyway, guys, that was the review, and this is Penguin CJP signing out.